started focusing on range of motion at the gym instead of weights.
I started trying to figure out why they do not put lights inside of bedrooms and apartments.
Does your bedroom not have a light? I know you guys have that thing.
Yeah, we have one of those in our like bedroom, but the second bedroom that we use for our office just doesn't have a light in it.
That's okay.
Well, we need a C in there.
Well, you have ambient lighting, much better than overhead lighting.
What happens when the sun goes down?
Ambient lighting, like I'm talking like lamps.
Oh no, we don't have a lamp in there.
Oh,
we
so
have
you gotta go lamp shopping.
No, we had a lamp and it sucks because okay, let me explain. We have those like fucking bisexual LED strips that go around the room.
Yeah.
Those kind of they work fine, but it's still pretty dim in there. And then Haley was mentioning that like there's not enough backlight to kind of filter the light coming from her monitor, so her eyes hurt a lot when she's in there for a little bit. And she works from home like 3 days a week, so she's in there pretty often. And then we had a lamp originally, but it just is only like we have one lamp, and so it comes from just one part of the room, and then there's just like this weird like glow on our monitors and shit. So that's why we got the LED strips.
You gotta get multiple lamps.
We don't have room for multiple lamps, so we're using all the plugs in there.
I think Costco sells lamps that are like you can. It's rent friendly mountable lamps.
Yeah, I want to get like something to put on the wall, like behind our monitors.
That's what they are. They're lamps that you mount to the wall, and they're rechargeable. They don't plug into anything.
Oh hell no!
Why?
I'm not recharging a fucking lamp. Just give me something directly wired.
Hook your lamp up to Wi-Fi, sign into it.
No, yeah, fuck that shit.
I saw a vending machine the other day that wanted me to create an account to use.
To use the vending machine?
Yeah.
I had to download an app to go to like one of those self-serve car washes because they didn't like have
a credit card thing
for you to use a card. You had to like scan a QR code and then like use PayPal on your phone to pay.
What the hell? I hate the way that things are now.
Yeah.
I don't like cash, but if you don't take credit card, if you ask me to create an account for something, I'm not using your product. I'm sorry. Yeah. Unless it's like an actual like thing that I need an account for.
I also find it very interesting how like big stores accept Venmo now, the form of payment. Do you think there's somebody that has like all of their money in Venmo, like they don't have an actual bank account?
Venmo has a high yield savings account.
Yeah, and so this is what I'm saying. Like, do you think people still have normal bank accounts?
Yes. Well,
like the kids turning 18.
Okay.
Like,
I don't know, because this is the whole thing. So this person that's like a waitress at like a fancy restaurant pops up on my TikTok page all the time because she talks about like restaurant experiences. And she was saying how a lot of people like millennials, like older millennials, like 35, 40-year-olds will split a check a couple ways or they'll Venmo each other. But like anyone that's like 18 to 21 like doesn't use Venmo anymore.
Really?
And I'm like,
that can't be right.
That's not right. Like I use Venmo all the time, but I don't know. I also don't really have room to be critiquing people's financial situations because I'm very irresponsible with my money.
Yeah,
I have all of my savings just sitting in a standard bank account and it's earning 0.01% interest a year.
Yeah, I don't have enough savings to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to like start fucking investing some of this or putting it into a different account so my money can make money. See, it's just like barely there. And I'm like, okay, I kind of need access to it right now.
That's the whole thing. So my dad is really, really good with money, right? Like my dad's not rich, but he's just really good with money. And he's taught me how to be financially literate, but he is financially literate in the sense of like he pays all his bills.
Yeah.
Like he knows how to not be in debt. But what he doesn't know how to do is like work a stock market. Like if I asked him about a stock portfolio, he would probably like blow up. And so like he never taught me about like high yield savings accounts or anything like that. And so I'm also like very like, I don't want to say frugal, but I'm financially anxious.
Yeah.
Because the recommended, like the economists say 3 months of income, like whatever you make, just base your income each month, times that by 3. That's what should be like in your immediate, like you can go to your bank and just take it out of the bank.
I have exactly a sixth of that.
Sixth. Amazing. So you have that, and then anything other than that, you should put in like something else, like a high yield savings account, or a CD, not a disc, but like it's called a CD. I don't know what the abbreviation stands for.
Stands for compact disc.
Yeah. But this is the thing. I looked into a CD because I was going to go to Capital One and open up a high yield savings account because they have the highest rate right now. And then they also have the credit card that allows you to get into certain things for free, or, you know,
like concert tickets and
tickets. And then they also have like airport lounges.
Yeah, we went to one.
Yeah.
And so, no, you weren't there.
No,
yeah.
I didn't go to one, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But that's the whole thing, is like the credit card I have now. I have 2 credit cards. The main credit card I have now, it doesn't give me anything other than like 2% cash back. And so it's like, it's not really doing anything for me. So I want a credit card because I put everything on my credit card and just pay that off at the end of the month. And so I want a credit card that if I'm using it, I'm getting something out of it so that I can get something for free.
Yeah.
But I looked into a CD because Capital One, and I was like, oh, you basically take all your money and you put it into this account and you tell them how long you want them to hold on to it for. And depending on how long they hold on to it, the interest rate is more or less. So you can do like 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And the longer you let them hold on to it, the higher the interest rate is.
Hold my money for 2,000 years, 1 billion% interest rate.
Pretty much. But this is the whole thing. You cannot touch the money.
Yeah.
If you touch it, you lose your interest.
Yeah, that's why I haven't moved my money into one of those things, because every now and then I'm like, okay, I need some of this.
That's the whole thing, is I have never ran into a situation, except for when my dad told me I had to pay off my car, where I had to use a large sum of money from my savings account to make a purchase. But I know the second I deplete it down to exactly 3 months of income, I'm going to like get shot. And the hospital's going to be like, that'll be a $5 million copay. Yeah. And then I'm going to have nothing. Or the FBI is going to raid my house because I don't pay my student loans. Like something's going to happen where like I immediately need all that money, or else I'm going to die.
You're going to accidentally open up someone's mail and the fucking post office secret agents are going to pull up. For
some reason, the postman, they probably just don't pay them enough, but the post officer, whatever they're called, the person who delivers my mail, the post person.
Yes,
this is a woke
2026
podcast.
Woke is back. The post person. The post pal.
Sean has a groom's mate as one of his like.
Are they gonna dress up like a pirate?
No, that's just what they chose. But I think that's really cool because they're non-binary. So like, that's a really cool thing. Okay. My suggestion was just groom's person or wedding party person. And he was like, those are really bad. Groomsmate. Yeah. But yeah, so the post office, the mailman, Jesus Christ, the mailman, we're going back to pre-woke, has been off his game lately. He's been delivering other people's mail to my house, and not like people who used to live here, like just straight up like wrong addresses.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, it's not like our numbers mixed up. It's just straight up wrong mail for like 2 blocks over.
Yeah, they at our, I mean, I'm sure it's in other mailboxes because I've seen them before, but like anytime there's multiple mailboxes at like one thing, right? They like write the name of the person that the mail is going to, like along with whatever address. I still do not understand why I get mail for the past like 3 tenants of the apartment that I've been in, because you can look at the mail. You can look at the name and the thing and be like, oh, this person doesn't live here. You know how the post office does that thing where you can like tell them like, hey, I have now moved. Yeah. If you get mail to process that has my old address, please automatically reroute it to this new one. Yeah, they just don't do that. They need to do one where it's like, if you can prove that you're the like legal tenant or legal owner of a property, that you can say like, if this name comes up as listing at my address, do not deliver it. They do not like live here. Please stop doing that. Yeah, because we get mail from not just you, but like everyone that's ever lived here. Yeah, and it's really annoying. But my thing, they also need like the Gmail spam filter on mailboxes, anytime
just
that like
no, like,
thin ass
ads.
paper ad
Yes.
thing comes through, just be like, I don't want it.
You know what? Actually, there was one time when I got really into couponing for like 2 seconds, and I did find some good coupons and I did use them, but I'm not doing this. This is too much time. But we got a mail from like our neighbors like two blocks down, and Sean was like, I'm just gonna throw it away. And I was like, don't do that.
What?
If they find out, the postal inspector will come get your ass.
Oh, I just immediately fucking huck that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
If it doesn't look like it's anything serious, I'll...
Oh, it's like mail from like investment firms and shit like that. And then I'm just like, this guy doesn't live here.
I'm just
away.
really scared of the postal inspector. I had a run-in with the postal inspector once when I did loss prevention. They came in, they were like, hi, I'm with the U.S. Postal Service. I'm a postal inspector. And I was like, okay. And I didn't know.
What the fuck is that motherfucker doing at the coat factory?
Credit card fraud. And so, like through the mail.
Yeah.
Because they're opening stuff through the mail. And so, they, you know, when you get police requests as loss prevention, you have to like call your boss and like, you know, get a clearance to release whatever they need to release. So I call my boss and I was like, there's a postal inspector here. I've never heard of a postal inspector. And she was like, give him whatever he wants. Like if he needs like your vest, give him your vest. Like
give him your badge, give him your gun.
We cannot have the postal inspector snooping around our store. But yeah, those guys are fucking crazy. That's who if Trump really wants to be a dictator, he'll dismantle ICE and use
the postal inspectors.
Those guys will fucking get the job done.
Are those Beyonce coasters?
There's one Beyonce.
Right?
Yeah, there's one Beyonce and another one. I don't know who the other one is underneath, but it's just a singular Beyonce coaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah.
Anything
else happened to you this week besides your lamp situation?
Oh, my cats have discovered the flavor of Taco Bell hot sauce.
How do they get the Taco Bell hot sauce after Friday? Which one did they get? Diablo?
And there was a Diablo packet on the floor in the kitchen, but on the floor in the bathroom there was just a hot like one, and it had like a puncture through it, and there was some sauce leaking out. I got it on my hands when I went to pick it up. Like,
which one of them was going like that?
It's gonna have spicy shit.
Have you ever given your cats like soda?
No, I let them smell some of my stuff sometimes. I've never tried to. Well, no, that's not true. I think I tried to give Luffy beer one time, but he didn't want it.
I was drinking like a glass of like 7-Up one time, and I had like a little puddle left at the bottom of my thing, but it was still very like bubbly. And so I go, "Oh, Havoc, do you want it?" And I gave it to him, and he made the like craziest face, like his face like wrinkled up, and he was like, like 10 minutes.
What?
He can eat glass, but he can't eat 7-Up.
I don't think anything else happened to me this week. Pretty normal week.
Other than wanting to kill, I already told you this, but firebomb my office.
Yeah.
If anyone knows how to take down the servers for Microsoft Excel, do it.
I mean, I know ways of taking down a server, but I just don't know how to get through there. Did I ever tell you how I accidentally took down all of the servers at Wood?
No.
So, there was a morning where I had gotten to school early, and I was trying to download, I think it was like Knights of the Old Republic, onto a flash drive, so that way I could just play it whenever I wanted to, like just plug it into whatever computer and play it.
That's crazy that it would fit on a flash drive.
Well, I don't think it would have, and that's probably why this happened, but I kept trying to download it, and then it kept being really slow, so I was like canceling and doing it again, like over and over again. And then it ended up sending so many requests, and like the files coming through were so big that it essentially zip bombed the servers and took them down for a little bit.
Jesus.
And I didn't know this at the time, but it just wasn't working. And so I was like, okay, whatever. And then I go to first period, and they were like, hey, our servers are currently down. Like, teachers, you'll have to take attendance by hand.
I felt like such a fucking like jackass on Friday because we got a webmail in from one of our websites, and the person was like, hey, this service is down. And I wasn't responsible for that. like that's my, like, I am responsible for that portion of our work, but the mailbox that it came to was not my duty to monitor. The coworker that did monitor it was like, can you answer this because you're like the expert at this? And I was like, sure. And so I went on, and it worked. The website was all up and functional. And so I just responded to him, and I was like, did you try turning your computer on and off again? And I was like, God damn, I've become the thing I hate. But to be fair, our clientele is not the brightest.
Wait, someone outside of your office emailed in? And
yes, because
like,
we have a public-facing website, and they were saying that it was a fillable form.
Oh, and they're saying, hey, it's not working?
Yeah, they got a thing that said, like, oh, like, unsecure connection, like, someone may try to steal your data. And I was like, hey...
It usually just means then, like, certificate for the website expired.
Yeah. And so I was like, hey, brother, you might have a public Wi-Fi on your phone. Maybe try closing your browser and doing it again and see what happens, because it worked for me.
Yeah.
I didn't get that message. I did it on data, Wi-Fi, my VPN, my phone, my work phone, my personal computer, like, I tried it like 6 different ways, and it loaded, and I was just like, did you try using Chrome instead of Safari?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
know. Fuck, dude, for the past like 5 minutes I've been trying to think of a mail to Learning Curve podcast transition.
A mail to Learning Curve.
Yeah, because we were talking about the postal inspector.
No, you can
mail as in balls, but like mail as in letter.
But given our subject matter for today, you can mail in your request titled episode 50 of Learning Curve podcast.
There we go.
Woo! I hinted last week that we were going to do life advice, and that's what we are going to do.
Okay, I was about to say, do not switch it up. I've been preparing to give the worst possible advice.
Well, that's okay. So that's why. So we did relationship advice at one point. Like, that was like strictly, and that was fun. But this is more broad relationship advice. Have you ever heard of like Dear Abby or Ask Amy?
I've heard of Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves is
search browser.
Yeah. So I think it's Ask Amy.
Heard Ask.fm?
No. I know that's like one of the grooming apps.
Yeah.
I was telling people to kill themselves on that.
I think I did that because you know how on Tumblr you could do like anonymous messages to people? I would say heinous shit in those.
The Blue Lives Matter guy at the gym, Tumblr on his phone.
Crazy.
The lore keeps getting deeper. He had it down.
Maybe he means blue as in like people who still use Tumblr.
Well, he has it's a police shield.
Yeah.
With the fucking like Punisher flag.
Tumblr removed porn.
Well, so he got that, and then he has the Zodiac thing, and then now he has Tumblr, and he put his phone down. I was at the cables. He put his phone down, and he when he put it down, the page like moved. His entire home screen is just apps. There's no like folders or anything. It's just alphabetical apps. Like, you can tell that like he turned his phone on.
I respect the alphabeticalness, but damn, that must be a pain in the ass.
You know how when you get like an iPhone, it has like the default wallpaper, or not wallpaper, like app layout, and then it has like the next page where it has like pages and numbers and stocks and all that. That was still at the top, and then it was just all the apps in order.
So he's just done nothing to his phone since he's got it except install a bunch of shit.
Yeah, just a black. He has a black wallpaper. Just a straight up, yeah. And then I just saw the Tumblr on there, and I was like, "This guy's lore is crazy. What are you doing on Tumblr with a Blue Lives Matter?" Thing. No. So Ask Amy. It's Ask Amy and Dear Abby. I think it is one of the. It's interchangeable. They're you know how like radio shows work, where like War of the Roses.
Oh yeah,
like how it's essentially it's like a national database.
ARG.
Yeah, like it's like a scripted thing, and people just buy them and just act it out in different. Like the hosts act it out.
Yeah.
So Ask Amy and Dear Abby are like the same thing. So usually every major newspaper, and then most like localized newspapers will have.
There was Ask Yahoo as well.
I hated Yahoo as a kid. My first email was through yahoo.com.
Ew. I've had the same email address since I've created an email address.
Ymail, actually.
Why mail?
Yeah. No, so these things are like life columns. So basically, like, you know how there's, you know, the actual news, and then there's like the cartoons and the classifieds and the obituaries. There's always a section in newspapers where it's like a life advice column. So people will literally write in to these newspapers, and then their life advice columnist will give them advice.
Okay.
And it's not a national thing. It's like every paper has it. Well, every paper that offers this has their own thing, and every submission is local.
Okay.
So we're going to do that.
We're going to do local advice?
No, I don't have any local advice.
Okay.
So I found a life advice subreddit of people going through various circumstances. We're going to try and avoid relationship stuff. There is a couple ones in there that I saw were possibly interesting, and they are relationship related. But I want to do like actual life advice, like stuff not related to
relationships,
just purely relationships.
This is going to be interesting because I feel like to a lot of these situations, joking or not, I have a much more aggressive disposition towards some circumstances.
That's why I thought this would be a good idea, because we're such we're so different that I think it'll be interesting to see like the difference in advice that we give. I really hope we disagree on a lot of these. This is my goal. Let's see. Should I sort it by best or just most recent?
You can't sort by controversial unless you're on browser.
No, I can do it.
Oh, you can sort by controversial? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Do that.
Okay. Controversial posts from now. This is an we're not going to read this.
Okay.
But I'm just going to read you the subject line and just see if you understand the reference. My girlfriend is being too friendly with a lesbian girl who likes her. I'm going to screenshot this, actually.
Let me see the username on
that. Funny enough, it's Odd Son.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Child's teacher possibly heard me talking about their personal life.
Okay.
What would you do in this situation? We saw my child's teacher in public with a person who they introduced as their boyfriend, and I thought she had left, and I didn't know she was still there in the store when my child asked who the other person was with her, and I explained that it... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I thought this was going to be all of it. I explained that the person was their teacher's boyfriend, although they look younger. I should not have said this, I know. And they insisted it was their husband, but I told them no, she is divorced, only because she introduced them as her boyfriend, and she told me this before during a parent-teacher meeting that she was divorced. I'm not sure if she was close enough to hear me telling my child about all this, but when she passed by us again, she did not smile or say goodbye, but I feel so bad that she knows I was talking about her to my kid and thinks I'm gossiping about her. I'm so worried she does not like me now and will treat my kid/child differently/negatively because of that. Am I reading too much into this? What do I do about it?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, your kid was just asking, like, oh, who was that?
Yeah. Also, why is your teacher opening up parent-teacher conferences with, I'm divorced?
Because she's a divorced teacher. You think she has anybody she can talk to?
Absolutely.
Teachers are insanely fucking busy, so it's probably just...
This is the only person they talk to.
Yeah.
That's all Sean's friends are just 16-year-old kids. Here's another one. Should I go no contact with my friend? I, 19 female, have a best friend, 19 male, who I love and adore. This is already going to be bad. Who I love and adore, so this post is hard to even type out. He's my best friend, and I love him more than anything, and I've known him since elementary school, but he's always really been introverted. I'm also introverted, but our needs to socially be around people are different. He's more okay with only seeing each other a few times a month, and I want more than that. Like, I want to see people that are in my inner circle on a regular basis. He says he's trying to meet my needs, but it truly doesn't feel like that at all. I feel like I'm overthinking this, but I'm just so tired of having this conversation with him. I love him, and I don't know what to do anymore. We barely even see or talk to each other. Should I go no contact, or is it a mistake to throw out an almost decade of friendship?
I feel like these aren't that controversial. Why are these marked as controversial?
I don't know.
I was expecting something more crazy. Anyways,
let me see if I can do controversial of all time.
Yeah. No, for that one, just like, I don't know. You gotta either be fine with not seeing them as often as you want to, or yeah, just completely throw it away. Just suck it up. Be grateful for the time you have together.
I think you got to meet people where they are, man.
Yeah.
These are not controversial. These are all like, should I dump my boyfriend? Oh, here's a good one. Girlfriend 16 is pregnant after my parents said that is the one thing for me not to do.
All right.
I'm 16 as well. The poster 16.
Okay.
Girlfriend's also 16.
I would hope.
My parents are very strict. I'm talking we can only stay in my room if the door is open, and my brother is also in the room, barely going to her house, etc. Well, after using a condom and her being on birth control, by some miracle, she became pregnant. I just recently formed a better bond with my parents and feel like if I tell them that she's pregnant, I'll ruin it. The one thing that they made very clear and yelled at me about was to never get her pregnant until later in life. Now that it's happening, I'm starting to panic because my girlfriend needs to see pregnancy doctors and neither of our parents know. I want to man up and tell them, and I'm willing to sacrifice my life, my kid, but it's so scary. I have nowhere to go if I get kicked out. They won't even let me get a job. I need money to support my girlfriend and my kid, and I believe this person was clearly frantic typing this. And I believe I do want a job, but they literally won't let me get one.
I believe I do want a job.
How do I deal with this? How do I tell my parents? What if they don't accept me or my child? What if they hate my girlfriend? I rarely ask for help, but I seriously need help this time. Thanks.
Okay, so
there's one option to do here.
I was about to say, I'm assuming this is all, they've had the abortion talk already. And they don't want to go that way.
My advice would still be,
yeah, obviously you're 16. Best advice is get an abortion. But I ever tell you this? I was kind of in a situation like this. I wasn't 16, but and neither was the girl I am possibly impregnated. We were both of legal age, consenting adults. Yeah, she had thought she got pregnant, and then she was like freaking out, and then I started freaking out, and I went through a whole thing of like, okay, well, she's gonna have to move in with me, and this was when I was still staying at my grandparents' house.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, well, if she moves in with me, which I would want her to, I need to make room in my closet for all of her stuff. I started like looking around my bedroom at things that I could get rid of to make room for like baby stuff. And then like 2 days later, she was like, yeah, never mind.
Like,
and I was like, fuck false alarm. You. Like, why would you do that to me? No, it can be pretty scary, but yeah. Best advice, you're 16. Get a fucking abortion.
Smoke and drink as much as possible over the next like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll happen. What causes miscarriages? Isn't there like a food that can like cause you to miscarriage?
Yeah, knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle sandwich. Stomach. Yeah. Kick. Okay, here's another one. My dad, this isn't controversial. I just turn off the controversial one because it's all
fuck, I know what you're talking about. It was in that book that Thomas Jefferson wrote. It was some holistic way of like inducing a miscarriage.
I'm sure if you just eat like a lot of spicy food, you probably like do it.
6 quesadillas back to back.
I think a quesarito probably could. My dad left us 15 years ago, and now he's dying and wants me. This is a good one for you. Now he's dying and wants me to take care of him. I don't know what to do. When I was 10, my dad walked out on our family. No explanation, no contact, just gone. My mom worked multiple jobs to keep us afloat, and I had to grow up so fast. Now, 15 years later, I get a call from an unknown number. It's him. He says he's sick and possibly terminal and has no one else to turn to. I have so much anger and resentment built up. He wasn't there there when I needed him, and now he wants me to be there for him. But at the same time, the idea of ignoring him and letting him die alone feels heavy. My mom says it's my choice, but I can tell that she hates the idea of me helping him. My siblings want nothing to do with him. I don't know if I owe him anything. I don't even know what he's been doing all these years. But part of me wonders if I'd regret not doing something. Has anyone been in a situation like this? What would you do? There is an update to this, but there's 2 updates to this.
Oh my god.
But we'll get our initial reactions. My initial reaction: figure out the financial situation first.
My initial reaction: leave that fucker to die alone. It's almost assuredly because of my family history, but when people are like, would do anything for my family no matter what, and then they tell me how their parents have like fucked them over or whatever throughout the years, and I'm just like, why do you treat this person any different than you would like a normal guy on the street?
It's absolutely a generational thing, because my dad is the same way. Like, so my mom's brother passed away a couple years ago, and dude was just insanely like racist, misogynistic, Trump supporter, like just the worst human being you can imagine, right? Still my mom's brother, but still a bad person objectively, right? And like he died, and I was like, oh, that's sad. And I checked on my mom, and I was like, are you okay? Stuff like that. But my dad was like, you don't seem too like broken up about it. And I was like, I don't really have like I feel bad for his kids, because like he still talked to them, and like they had like a really complicated relationship, but like I'm not too broken up over someone dying of COVID after not getting a fucking COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, what did he expect? He was a diabetic, and like kind of made his own bet on that one. And my dad's like, well, that's your uncle, blood is thicker than water.
Yeah, that expression, that shortened expression, is wrong. The full expression is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So it's
really
saying, yeah.
So you're
it's like a reference to like
your witches are better than your
yeah, it's saying like the people that you choose to be around, your bonds with them you should value more than your bonds with your family that you're kind of born into.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think in this situation I would also like, especially the whole like no contact, just gone. Like, I think it's one thing to resent your parent for walking out on your family and like breaking up your family if your parents get a divorce or whatever, but it's a different thing to like just be like, I'm going to get milk. I'll be back. Not
he hit the I need some Newports and Scratchers, be right back.
Yeah, but this is the thing: if you don't know, find out what he's been up to.
No, yeah, that is my second.
Because if fuckers, what if he is?
That's what I'm saying.
What if he hit the lottery, and what if the Scratchers he got were good?
That's why he left.
Then at that point, you take care of him.
Yeah,
you take care. You wipe his ass, and you say, sign this paper that says I can wipe your ass, and it just says I give everything.
Yeah, what you want to do is, first piece of advice, I would just hang up the phone. Second, I would, if I'm feeling somewhat considerate, talk to the guy for a little bit, figure out what he's been up to. Oh, you're a multimillionaire? Oh, if I help you, tell you what, pay me back for all those years you left. Make me inherit 100% of all of your assets. And then, since he's terminal, whatever medicine he's been giving, kind of open up the capsule, dump it out, put a little bit of sugar in there or something, close it back up so it looks the same, then give him that. Speed up the death process. That way you don't gotta
rat
help
poison.
him out that far.
Rat poison is great for that.
No. You can't poison him. Well, I mean, I guess if he has a terminal illness and then he dies, he won't get an autopsy. They're not gonna autopsy him.
Yeah.
So I guess you could poison him if you want, but
just weaken his immune system.
I mean, I'm assuming he's already immunocompromised.
Yeah, close all the blinds and make sure he doesn't get any vitamin D to help him out.
You can also just slowly increase the amount of contact solution you were putting into whatever liquid he's drinking.
That's true. Distilled water, right?
No.
Oh.
It's like mostly saline, but there's some other shit mixed into it too that can be used to like assassinate people, and it's very hard to find on toxicology reports.
So is succinylcholine. Okay, update number 1. Wow, I never expected this post to garner so much attention. First off, thank you to everyone who took the time to comment, whether you shared your advice, personal experiences, or just offered support. I've read through so many responses, and it's given me a lot to think about. The overwhelming response seems to be that I don't owe him anything. Many of you pointed out that he made his choice 15 years ago, and now that life has come full circle, it's not my responsibility to upend my life for him. A lot of you also suggested visiting him once, not out of obligation, but for my own closure so that I can walk away knowing I did what I needed to do on my terms.
That wasn't even thought about in my head.
Just visiting him once?
Yeah, just be like, yeah, you know what? You could be fucked up if you don't do anything, so might as well see him once. That was not a thought that crossed my mind at all.
Should we get my dad on the line, because he went through this exact same scenario, and he did do the visit once, but the visit once was to the morgue to identify the body.
I don't know. I've never talked to your dad. I don't know how he is.
So my dad, this is really funny because my dad's dad was never in the picture, and me and my sister just never questioned it. Like, we never like there was my grandma, and then my grandma's mom, my great grandma, and so those were like my two grandparents on like my dad's side, and we just never were like, why do we have a grandpa on mom's side but not on dad's side? It was very like, it was weird. We never questioned it.
Yeah.
And we never like asked him about it either. And then one day my dad got a call from San Diego Police Department, and they were like, hey, are you so and so? And my dad was like, yeah. And they were like, is so and so your father? And he was like, yeah. And they were like, he's dead. We need you to come identify the body. And my dad was like, I haven't seen him since I was 4. Like, what?
Yeah, how are you gonna identify a body you barely have a memory of?
It's exactly. So
also, what is the point in identifying a body if they know like for sure, hey, this is this person? Because I thought they bring in people to identify the body if they're like, oh yeah, there's like a missing persons report, this person kind of vaguely matches the description, we found their body, can you maybe help give us some confirmation?
So he was missing part of his body.
Oh,
he was missing his skull cap.
Damn. So someone fucking Indiana Jones Temple of Doom monkey brained him.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh, they end up eating monkey brain out of a monkey skull, and they like, that's how they get to it.
All I know is that he decided to chew on a bullet.
Oh.
He had like terminal cancer and just said, no, I'm good, actually.
Okay, not gonna lie, that's a G move.
I don't know. He had a caretaker who was like not his next of kin, but like his like official emergency contact, essentially. Like who you would call, but like I guess because she wasn't legally like related to him, she couldn't like claim the body, she couldn't identify, like it has to be the next of kin that did it, and because it was a suicide, they had to like have someone come identify it. And my dad was like, I guess I'll go, because his sister didn't want to go. And my mom was like, yeah, that's him, he looks just like my husband. Like my dad was like, you've never even met this guy.
Skull blown out and everything. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't call your dad and talk about that.
He's very open about it. He didn't really care. He like had no effect on him.
Okay.
Okay. So we left off where he said I might go see him once, right? Right now I'm leaning towards seeing him once just to hear what he has to say, not for his sake, but for mine. I want the chance to ask him questions only he can answer. I know there's a chance his answers won't bring any peace of mind, even make me angrier, but at least I know I faced it. One thing I'm certain of is I won't be uprooting my life to take care of him. That's a weight I refuse to carry. My time, my love, my energy, they belong to my mom's, my siblings, the people who stood by me, who prioritize me every time, not just when they needed something. I'll update again after my visit. And then the second update says the dreaded meeting is happening tomorrow. I'm not sure what it will reveal, but I am doing it for myself. I'm nervous about the wounds that may reopen, but deep down I'd regret not asking him the questions I've always had, questions only he can answer. My mom has been supportive, telling me to do what's best for me, while my siblings want nothing to do with him and think I should stay away. Regardless, I'm taking this opportunity to face it head on. Wish me best. I'll update soon. There was never any update after that, so clearly this person died en route.
How long ago was this written?
300 days ago, so less than a year.
Yeah,
like last year. So my question is this: what questions do you have that only he can answer? Because I imagine the question is why did you leave?
Yeah.
But the answer is clearly he didn't want to be there. Like,
Yeah.
like, what are you expecting to hear? Like, I had a panic attack and had a mental break and just ran. Like,
I was deep cover.
Yeah,
in
like,
the IDF.
Like, yeah,
disassembling the state of Israel for all these years.
There's a fucking okay. You brought this up, and listener stories. Not really listener stories, but personal stories. There's a podcast that Sean has me listening to called Radio Rental.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that podcast you sent me about the
Whistlers?
The Whistlers, yes.
Yeah, Creepcast. Yeah. Love that podcast.
It's similar to that in style, except so the episode is hosted by this guy named Terry something.
Terry Crews.
No, Terry something. It's just Rainn Wilson.
Oh, I think I've heard of this. I think you told me about this, maybe? It's like some video store thing?
Yes. Yeah. So each episode is done by him, but the actual stories are told by the people who submit the stories.
Yeah.
There's one I was listening to, and this person was like, oh, I was working at, this job or whatever, and I had this friend who was like significantly older than me. I was like 20 something, he's like 40 something.
Mm-hmm.
But we see each other 5 days a week, so we were friends, and I met his kids, and his kids are really nice, and I babysat for them one time when he went out to went on like a vacation or something like that to Russia. He came back, and then his kids called me, and they were like, this isn't our dad. And he was like a doppelganger, and I was like, oh shit,
very interesting.
And so what ended up happening was he came back and he spoke fluent Russian after being in Russia for like a week.
They fucking activated him
and
while he was over there.
Is everyone's like, oh shit, he's a Russian sleeper agent. So the guy was like, okay, he was like, I'm a 20-something-year-old and these kids are like 13. Like, these kids are just barely younger than me.
Yeah.
Like, let me contact the mom. Come to find out the mom lives in Israel because she's an IDF soldier. And I was like, holy shit, this is a Legion of Doom family. Like, Russian sleeper agents, IDF soldiers.
Did you hear about a couple years ago, there was a family that ended up going back to Russia, and like as they step off the plane, Putin personally
conscripted the dad?
No, he like personally greets the entire family because they were like a husband, wife, and 2 little kids, all of them Russian sleeper agents. This like makes news. Russia is like, yeah, we welcome these agents home. They've been in the United States for like 20 years, something like that. And then the State Department was like, what?
I wonder if there's U.S. sleeper agents.
Oh, there's sleeper agents everywhere.
Could you imagine somewhere in like Russia right now, there's a guy drinking vodka. What do they do in Russia? Drink vodka and
wrestle bears.
Yeah. And then someone walks by and says the phrase, like, I don't know,
peanut butter salamander.
Peanut butter salamander. All of a sudden they just wide eye and they're like, I'll get a number 2 box combo, extra bread, no slaw. Like,
God damn it, dude. I cannot wait for you to relapse.
I was very close to relapsing.
You're gonna get canes. It was only red meat that like upset your stomach, right? And then you ended up...
No, because when I got sick at Sean's parents' house, it was chicken juice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I really hope there are sleeper agents of every ethnicity that do really stereotypical shit. Like, yeah. I would really love an Italian sleeper agent who just gets activated and either starts like sexually assaulting everyone with like kisses and unwanted touching, or starts to pickpocket people or sell you watches. A French person who just hasn't smoked a day in their life gets activated and just starts chain smoking.
Eventually I'm just gonna say the wrong collection of words and then I'm accidentally gonna activate myself.
Where would you want to be a sleeper agent for?
Where would I want to be a sleeper agent for?
Yeah.
So this is the country that I'm in, right?
So you're here, like you're in your life now. Like if you were to be
here, I'm a sleeper agent for a foreign country.
Yeah. So if you were to be if you were to find out that you are a sleeper agent, where would you hope it would be if you got recalled?
I really like the Australian accent.
Just start fucking. One day you just get a craving for marmalade.
You
get a craving for marmalade.
Yeah.
All Australian sleeper agents are just kangaroos with skin clothes on.
Yeah, I just start like doing, doing, doing. That's how I move now.
My dad kills himself after seeing kangaroo. Okay, next one. This is a really good one. Girlfriend just punched me in the face multiple times.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
So my longtime girlfriend had an absolute meltdown after we left dinner from her parents' house tonight. It all started because her dad
From her parents or his?
Her parents.
Her parents?
Yeah. Author's parents. Yeah. I don't know if it doesn't say who the author is, so I'm not going to assume the author's gender.
Okay.
This could be a lesbian.
Yeah, it could be another lesbian.
Could be some cookie monsters in here. It all started because her dad and I were watching old family videos and joking about how her and her sisters were dressed, and it was really just light stuff about how her great grandpa's nose. Her dad pointed out, like, quote, dude had a schnoz on him, end quote. And I laughed. That's all. I swear to all things holy. Fast forward to me driving home tonight, and she turns off the music in the radio that I had turned on and starts trashing me about my family and how it's strange and creepy that I actually get along with my mom, dad, and sister, and have a drama-free relationship with them, and she can't stand it. So anyway, I'm reading my Kindle in the living room of my house, and she goes off again. Damn, she hit her with the fucking round 2. About petty bullshit that I somehow did, and I'm reading a book. So I did what anyone... By the way, there's a book emoji after the word book.
I love that.
The only emoji in this entire story, just a random book emoji. So I did what anyone else would do and just shut up and let her vent and get it out without giving her any ammunition to feed on. Wrong fucking move. I took my eyes off her for a second to continue my read on the couch, and she gave me a 3-piece so fast that it caught me off guard. I jumped up so she I jumped up so she wasn't on top not on top of me. She proceeded to slap.
Wait, what? I jumped up so she wasn't not on top of me?
I think it was a mistype. I'm just reading it exactly as written. She proceeded to slap the taste out of my mouth. Then she blocks the front door and screamed at me to get away from her while blocking the only exit to leave. I'm in my boxers and I'm trying to grab my phone off the floor that went flying across the living room, and all I can hear is her yelling with the door open, trying to have the whole neighborhood hear this shit. Anyway, I'm now sitting in my car in just my boxers with a bloody lip, and I thought I'd ask the internet for advice, and by internet I mean Reddit.
So
I don't think I fully believe that she got irritated for some reason by the whole family thing.
Yeah,
but I don't believe that's what started this.
Well, I mean,
like this I don't mean to stereotype women, because Sean also does this. But you get I just think it's funny that. Yeah. And it's not anything that has to deal with the situation at hand.
At the risk of sounding misogynistic, men are often stronger than women. It is not good to hit women. But if a woman starts some shit like that where she's like full punching me, I'm not just gonna.
What is a 3-piece?
A 3-piece?
Yeah.
It depends. I like to think that she led with a left jab to kind of shake him up real quick, right? Another left jab to soften him up, and then a really strong right hook to finish it.
Okay.
So she's like,
see, this is the whole thing, is like, without trying to sound like a jackass, I have hit Sean before, but like playfully, like, you know, like what is it called when you hit someone in the leg and their leg goes numb?
Like a dead leg?
There's another, a cherry horse or something like that? Charlie horse.
Yeah, that's when your muscle like cramps.
Oh.
But when you hit him, it's dead leg.
Okay, so I've dead legged him before. Yeah. We're just messing around and I like dead legged him. I will say that sometimes I don't know my own strength, and sometimes I do, like, we're messing around like that.
Yeah,
and
knocked out a couple teeth.
Yeah, just, I did. I mean,
It's crazy.
No, I did. No. You know that I accidentally pushed him down that one time when we were like shoving each other.
In quotations.
In quotations. There was several witnesses.
Yeah.
Several witnesses who are...
They're checked in clear, by the way.
Held at gunpoint. No, I mean, again, we've just, been horsing around. And I think there's a difference between that, but just to like be quietly reading on the couch and
then someone walks up and starts beating the shit out of you. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, if you're messing around, like, that's fine. But if Haley were to walk up to me and start like hitting the shit out of me to the point where she wanted to hurt me. I mean, I still don't think I would be able to hit her back, but I would like fucking wrap her up and put her in a submission hold until she passes out.
Yeah,
and then
chokehold.
Wake her up and then be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" Like,
this is why you got to carry a taser on you at all times.
That's true. OP, carry a taser. What else should you do? I mean, I don't know. This sounds like there's some sort of like mental illness with the girlfriend. Like she has something going on.
Well, I mean, if you resort to hitting your partner,
yeah,
that's not great.
Yeah, over like you and her dad like messing around. I've done the same shit with Haley's parents, where we've like gone through old pictures and I've been like, "Oh my god, look at you."
My question is did the dad get any of this? Did she also beat
the dad?
Pieced up the dad? Did she beat the dad too? Like,
it'd be hella funny. They just have like a boxing ring in their backyard.
That's literally how my mom's brother and her son was, his son was.
Your mom's brother, and
my cousin, and my uncle.
Oh,
like they had like they would just fight. They would just
for real?
Physically fight. Yeah, like if they got mad at each other, they would just physically fight.
That's crazy.
And it's like,
okay. Like, let's fucking sort it out right now.
Well, the funny thing is again, my uncle's a racist white guy, and my cousin's a black belt in 3 different martial arts. So, so
he's just like, all right, I'm never losing an argument again.
Well, this was the crazy thing is my uncle had like 150 pounds on him. So the guy, in my opinion, kind of an even fight. Sure, you could put him in an armbar, but you got to fucking lift him for that.
Yeah, I mean, you can have weight, but if you don't know what to do with it, it's just gonna hold you back. Fuck, what else was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, it sounds like she has like something going on with her. If you believe getting a fucking unregistered firearm shoved in your face is part of a relationship that's worth saving, I would recommend Keller to talk to a therapist or a psychiatrist.
Well, this is my whole thing. I have rarely ever met, I guess I will say I have met people who have abused their partners. I have rarely met anyone in an abusive relationship who has been able to salvage that relationship.
Well, this sounds like it's. I don't want to fully label this as an abusive relationship because it sounds like this is the first time this is happening.
Brothers in bloody boxers.
Well, to my understanding, an abusive relationship is like a pattern of abuse, like it constantly happening. This sounds like it's the first time, and the guy's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, okay.
If it's been going on, and he's just now like, I don't know why she came up and hit me. Like, there's some bigger issues happening.
It's because he got his reading time interrupted.
He was reading too loud.
That happens sometimes. Have you ever just been there, like just sitting in the room with Haley, and you're just like, God damn, why are you existing right now? Like you're just in a bad mood. It's not her.
You're like, God, fuck, my knuckles are itchy.
It's not her. You're just in a bad mood. So like anything is gonna set you off, and you're just like. You've never had that happen to you before? I've never had the urge to hit her. Like I'm talking like I've just been like in a bad mood, not because of Sean, but like just like frustrated at whatever. And he's like sitting here eating, and I can hear him chewing. Not like because he chews, like I can just hear the fact that he's putting food in his mouth. And I'm like, stop making noise, stop breathing, stop being around me. Like I want it to be like what is the chamber called? The
fucking silent one?
Hyperbaric, or no, that's oxygen.
The like sensory deprivation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want it to be like that. Like I just need quiet, please. Like,
yeah.
Like I've definitely been annoyed before, and he's just like sitting here reading, and like the sound of the pages turning. I'm just like, God.
Go over there, 3-piece him. No, it's never happened with Haley where I've been like really frustrated and angry, and I just look at her and I'm like, I can hear your blood, shut the fuck up. But like at the office there's somebody who's with their mouth open very loudly, and if I'm already irritated about something, that'll kind of make me start going crazy a bit.
Yeah, it's just in this situation, I personally wouldn't tolerate abuse. That's like the one thing I think in a relationship that I would never tolerate.
Yeah,
Just
no.
like getting hit.
The second that happens, I'm like, okay, like, what is wrong? Like, I think the first time it happens, I'm going to question it and be like, why did you do that? What is wrong? And then if it happens again, then I'm like, okay, I'm gone. Bye.
Okay.
In terms of physical abuse, I guess I've stayed in
Emotionally
abusive relationships.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah. That's completely different. I don't know how to deal with that.
Blink twice if you need help.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you earlier. Do you have any 40-year-old friends? Like older people? I mean, I guess we have one in common. Brent
is not 40. I mean, spiritually he is. I mean, I guess if you define friends.
I don't know, like someone you talk to and hang out with outside of work.
Well, see, this whole thing. So at my old job, I was also the youngest person, but not by too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like the next person was like 2 years older than me. I think they were 30, and I worked there when I was still 27, but I was about to turn 28, so 2 years. The next, like both my two primary coworkers that I have three, and we have one that was not there when I started. She's newer.
Mm-hmm.
She's younger than me, I think. Actually, no, she's older than me. She's older than me, but my two other coworkers who I talk to the most are, one is retiring next month, so she's clearly retirement age, and then the other is at least late 30s, early 40s, like at least. I've never asked her how old she is.
But these are coworkers. These aren't like friends.
Well, this is the whole thing. Is like they've invited me to go do stuff outside of work.
Oh.
And so it's
have
like,
you gone with them?
Once or twice.
Okay.
And so it's like I like personally, like if I were to quit my job, I would keep in contact with them. Oh, my old boss is 40 something.
Which one?
Katie.
Oh, gotcha.
From the photography studio.
Mm-hmm.
She has 3 kids. Her son is in college. Like, I still talk to her, but like I don't have a 40-year-old friend like in the same way that I'm friends with you or Joe or Josh.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't even have anyone that's more than a year, maybe 2 years older than me.
I think
that I'm friends with.
The oldest person I know that I am friends with is
Bill Cosby.
John's friend Chloe.
Oh.
And I think she's only 3 years older than us.
Okay. Yeah, I found out a little bit ago that, because I have this habit of, if I'm around somebody that appears to be the same age as me, I just assume we're the same age.
Yeah.
Obviously I can tell if somebody's younger, and then I can definitely tell if somebody's older. But if it seems like, I don't know, I just have an issue of assuming I'm the same age as people, or that people are the same age as me. I found out in my group of friends I play League of Legends with, I am the oldest one in that group. Well, I guess Haley is, but I am the oldest one in that group. I thought everybody was like, again, around the same age as me, but they're all like 22, 23. So it's not that big of a gap, but I'm like, I did not think I was older than you guys.
I mean, a 22-year-old and a 23-year-old are pretty similar to 28, 27, 27, almost 28.
Yeah.
I mean, you have slight social differences as far as like what you're doing, but like I definitely have friends that are younger than me.
Oh, like fuck. Okay, this reminds me. I saw this funny ass TikTok. It was about like a hair studio or whatever. They were going around to all the people that worked in the studio. And they were like, "Oh, what year were you born in?" And like the first person was like, "Oh, I was born in 2002." And then they went up to the next person and they were like, "Oh, what year were you born in?" And they were like, "I was born in 90." And then it cuts off and it shows like a picture of them against the pyramids of Giza being built.
You know what I really like to do at work? Because I genuinely have a disdain for age discourse at work, because everyone there is fucking 40 or older, and they're like, back in my day, we have to have like certain fax services, and so I'll see the word facsimile and I'll go, what is facsimile? What is that? And they're like, facsimile? And I'm like, what's a facsimile? And they're like a fax.
I thought we didn't use those anymore.
They're like, what's a fax machine? And I was like, or they're like, it's a fax machine. I was like, what is a fax machine?
Wait, a facsimile is a fax machine?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a thing in the English language.
Fax is the abbreviation. Facsimile.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like metaphor.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the full word is a facsimile machine. But like I like to pretend like I don't know.
Oh yeah,
like what it is. And they're like
if someone said go to the facsimile, I would be fucking lost.
Yeah. Well,
I just know it as a fax
machine. The whole thing is like I don't know how a fax machine works. I really don't. Like if I were to have to operate an actual fax machine, I don't. The fax machines that we have at work are all digital. Like it's like
what do you mean you don't know how it works?
Like if you were to put an actual fax machine in front of me with the little fucking dialers and everything,
I say fax this paper.
I would not know how to do that because the fax machine we use at work is an e-fax. It's like a digital fax.
Yeah.
It works differently. Like you can send pretty large files and it like date stamps them on it and everything. And you don't have to like zip it. You can just send the file.
I mean, it's the same as like scanning in something and sending it to your email, except instead of sending it to an email address, you can send it to a phone number.
Yeah. That's an email address. Yeah, that's how we used to have it. But yeah, I do that at work all the time. I'm like, what the fact? Or if like there's like other things like someone mentioned like dial-up internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what's dial-up internet? Do you call it on the phone?
You call the internet?
Yeah. Knowing full well that dial-up internet was like a thing into the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And so like I just do that to piss people off at work, and they get so bent out of shape when you like.
Have you ever like looked into what the sounds mean like in the dial-up internet?
Nope, didn't care enough.
It's very interesting. It's literally like two computers talking to each other. That's like computer language.
Oh, it's like when those AI models talk to each other.
Yeah, except it sounds like.
Have you ever seen that video?
I've seen a few videos of people getting AIs to talk to each other,
and they start talking in fucking Morse code.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. This one's from a year ago.
How long have we been going for?
I don't know.
I've not been timing, and
Let's
I can't see that.
We probably started at like what, 12:15?
Sure.
Let's do two more.
Okay.
Let's do two more. This is a good one. Mom got caught cheating and now is being weird to me.
Perfect.
So this is not relationship advice. This is parenting advice.
I caught my mom cheating with my brother.
It's the European sleeper agent there. I, 17 female, have a mom, 36 female. Let's do the math on that one.
19.
Okay. Who is a serial cheater. I told my dad something that she did. Leave the house for an hour and go hang out with some guy in my car. Get it. Sorry. I'm on the mom side.
No, fuck that. You're fucking in my car.
Lying.
You're cheating on my dad.
Oh, you think the 17-year-old bought the car?
Maybe.
Okay, so she's in the car, but she left to go hang out with that guy at night when my dad was gone. Where was the dad at? That's what I don't know.
It's the dad from the other story.
They're cheating on each. No, it's the dad. They're cheating on each other with each other.
They're cheating on each other with each other.
They're like both on Tinder as like not themselves. And they go to meet up with each other.
It's like role play shit.
Yeah. So she left to go hang out with the guy at night when my dad was gone. So I was the one taking care of my siblings, 5, 12, and 16.
God damn.
Why does your 16-year-old brother need a fucking babysitter? You're 17. And yesterday, while my parents were at the store, my dad brought it up that the guy she was with was using some sort of scanner on my car because she told me the dude was. And she called me instantly and asked if I told my dad. And I was confused at first, but then she hung up. And when they got home, she got into a screaming match with me and my dad, saying because of me, their marriage is over. Later on, they had a talk and concluded that they're going to get divorced. They always say this and never do. She also told me that she doesn't trust me anymore because I told my dad what she did. What's bothering me, however, is that she's now just ignoring me. Being passive aggressive to me, doesn't care or ask if I eat, only asked and gave my brother's and my little sister's food and is just being really weird and passive aggressive to me. It's making me feel really anxious because I don't know when the next time she's gonna explode, and I used to have to constantly walk on eggshells around her, but now that's simply amplified by 100 times. I hate this. My dad and brother told me it's not my fault and she got caught cheating and that she can't put the blame on me, but I still feel super horrible inside, and I hate that the new year is starting off like this. I've never had a good relationship with my mom, but I feel like the little progress I've made has now completely gone backwards, and I don't know what to do. I'm scared it's going to affect my schooling because I'm homeschooled. I'm just picturing failing your own kid.
Failing your own kid at homeschool because she told your husband you were cheating.
In my life, and I really need advice. Thank you. There's one update and 4 edits.
The way the mom is responding is very similar to something I had to deal with, not in terms of like the cheating, but in terms of them just like
shutting down.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing.
And that shit sucks.
They always say they're going to get divorced and never do thing.
Mm-hmm. I've also dealt with that.
Your dad might be a cuck.
Yeah, your dad.
Have they tried exploring that sexually? That your dad might like the idea of your mom cheating on him.
Either the dad's a cuck and likes the cheating. Oh, yeah, he's like peeking through the closet while he's cheating. Well, I mean, if it was like a consensual cucking thing, I don't think they would do the whole divorce part. I think they'd just be like,
no, but there are those, you know, the type, those relationships who thrive on the drama.
Yeah.
You're just like, can you fucking break up already?
Yeah.
Fucking.
But maybe the dad. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe the dad staying with the mom because that pussy is just so good.
It's working overtime.
It is working overtime. Yeah.
Fucking okay? So, if a man cheats on a woman with another woman, that's a mistress.
Mm-hmm.
What is the gender swapped version of that? It's not a mister. There's no way. It's not a mister. I'm gonna Google that.
Fuck.
I need to. That's something I need to know. I need the answer to that.
It's like mister. Maybe it's also mistress.
Let's see. What
is mistress but man?
Yeah. What is the male term for mistress? Oh, here it is. There's no single perfect male equivalent for mistress, but terms like lover, paramour, gigolo.
Paramour? Yeah. Jacob?
Gigolo.
Oh, gigolo.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Or side piece. So there's, oh wow, so men just get shit. Women get a nice little fucking moniker.
Oh, do you remember that website? That,
Ashley Madison. Where
yeah, there was like that data breach. Oh my god.
Yeah. Fucking your side piece in your daughter's car.
In your kid's car?
Crazy
That's disrespectful.
What kind of car is it?
Honda Civic.
I've never understood the appeal of car sex.
Unless
you got like a fucking Forerunner.
I was about to say, when you have like nowhere else to go, or you're just trying to do it real quick, you don't want to like get a hotel or something. Like,
have some decorum.
It's
go in a park like the rest of us. Go in the park like the rest of us. God, I really hope you didn't not graduate high school. That's all I can say. Here's an edit. Just to give some context, my mom has been talking to around 5 different guys that I know of. She's got a roster.
What does her mom do for work? Is she just a prostitute?
What if she is like, I don't know, what's a male-centered career? Like where there's a lot of males.
Podcasting.
Oh yeah, she's the official 3rd host of this podcast. She's our editor, and has been hanging out with one of them, taking my car to go meet up with him. And I caught her going to a hotel a while back, so she can go to a hotel. She just fucking likes fucking in her daughter's car.
Well, no. So this is what I'm saying, right? You call somebody, you're like, hey, I got 10 minutes. Let's fuck. You're not gonna book a hotel. That's what I'm saying. That's why
There's
that's
hotels
why you
that do
fuck in
by
the
the minute.
car. Fucking in Japan.
No, here in the U.S., it's like any like locally owned motel will do by the minute. They know what the game
Okay,
is.
but it's still going to take longer than 10 minutes to check into a hotel, like pay and all that shit.
That's true, I guess. Okay. So I caught her going to a hotel a while back, but I don't know who she was meeting up with then. I've met 6 of her APS before. I don't know what APS is. Some in person, some when she was on a call, and it makes me probably her lovers, and it makes me so uncomfortable. This has been happening since I was 5 years old, and now unfortunately even the rest of my siblings have gone through this with her constantly cheating. Mind you, user is 17 years old, so 12 years.
Okay, yeah, at this point you should not be like,
that's crazy because this person has a 12-year-old brother, so for that brother's entire 12 years alive.
yeah, there's a good chance that, well, that's definitely your mom, but that might not be any of your guys' dad.
That's true.
Like,
we should do a DNA test.
Yeah, that would be my first piece of advice. DNA test, just to, quiet that little question in your head. Secondly, she's not going to stop. There's nothing you can do. You shouldn't try to, if all of your siblings have also gone through this, you shouldn't try to be like, oh, I can help my parents' marriage. It's not your responsibility. 3, well, I mean, your mom's your teacher, so it makes it a little bit more complicated, but I would just say give the same energy back to the mom. Be like, all right, you don't want to fuck with me, I don't fuck with you.
Set your dad up with someone.
Yeah, introduce your dad to some of your 17-year-old friends.
Oh my god. I don't want to do another relationship one, but this is interesting. My girlfriend told me something horrible. I'm not sure if it's right to let this sit, but I don't know. I don't want to read it yet.
Girlfriend's like, I've been setting squirrels on fire in the
I know.
backyard.
That's what I'm scared that like it's gonna be. Boring. Ooh. Here's a good one. 7 years after my husband died, a lady calls me and says she has a 7-year-old child of his and is trying to get his benefits. Any advice? I don't know where to post this, so here we go. My husband passed away almost 8 years ago now. We have 3 children together, 2 from a previous marriage, total of 5 children, ages 20 to 12. Today, I received a phone call from his ex-wife that she got a call from a female who stated that she got pregnant just before he died and that he has a 7-year-old child, that she has a 7-year-old child from him. She also mentioned that he's going for his survivor benefits. We are really just in shock. So many questions. Why wait 7 years to go for benefits? Why wait 7 years, period? Why not go for them when she found out she was pregnant or after she gave birth? We did the math, and if true, the baby was conceived less than a week before he died. We had, fucking right to the very end. We had separated for a few months, but we worked out our relationship. We still loved each other and wanted to make it work. So we got back together a little before our middle child's birthday. 2 days after our child's 6th birthday, he passed away. My husband's an only child, and now the ex-wife and I have no idea how to tell his parents, let alone our children. Should we wait until we know for sure, until we get answers? Why wait 7 years? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Edit. This is for Social Security benefits in Texas.
Social Security benefits in Texas, you're not getting that much. I'd say fuck that bitch. Keep it all for yourself. 2, also, like, yeah, you have a child, but I feel they were married, right?
Yeah.
They weren't just together. Yeah. I feel like in the eyes of the law, especially in Texas, the marriage would supersede the mistress.
Yeah. I mean, really the only person who would owe anyone anything in this situation is the dad, but he's dead.
Yeah.
This is the only thing. You got to tell your kids about their sibling. Like, would you, if that's a good question. Would you, if your partner had like a long lost kid, are you integrating that kid into your life?
I mean, is the kid now an orphan? Like, what do you mean by integrate?
Well, in this situation, clearly the kid has a mom.
Okay,
So, like, you
so
know,
they
would you
have another
would
parent.
yeah, 'cause, I mean, the mom, the
So
mistress
at
is
some
like, hey,
point,
this is my kid. Should these because he has an ex-wife and then the current wife,
yeah.
so he has 3 women in his life. Maybe this is like the opposite of the mom who was fucking everyone.
So at some point, Haley had a kid,
Yes.
and then was like, "Here you go," and gave it to the dad.
Gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. You guys have kids. Are you introducing that kid to your kids?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Like, it comes knocking on your door. It's like, hi.
Yeah, it's like, "Hi, I want to see my mom." Then
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Okay."
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay. I want to do one more. I found one more before.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Is my uncle crossing the line with my wife?
Ooh. Oh, did you hear about that soccer player? He got divorced from his wife, and then he got married
to his uncle.
To the cousin of his children. So soccer player and wife gets divorced, or they had children, and then their cousin he ends up marrying.
Okay.
I guess the soccer player was like 30. His ex-wife was like in her 50s. And then she had a sister that was also in her 50s who had kids. And so when these two had kids, those kids were all cousins. And then he ended up marrying the cousin.
Is it one of his biological cousins?
No, it would be his niece.
Never mind.
They're the same age. They're like 30s. Both the niece and the soccer player. But
I had a situation where.
Okay, this is interesting.
No, not me.
We're
like,
talking
not
about
me.
marrying family members.
I had a situation where a parent and I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say who. Basically, a parent who was divorced, single parent, met another person who was a single parent. They started dating. Their kids started dating.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think, right?
Well, if your parents get married, you're now step siblings. So that's like a real step brother.
Yeah.
Like,
I was about to say, I have seen this play out many times. Everybody ends up happy.
Step brother, we're stuck in the dryer, me and mom. Okay. Newly married, been a year. He denotes that he's white, so this must come into play. I, white, male 29, and my wife is Asian, female 27.
Okay.
Oh God.
Does have some relevance.
Oh, you know what? This does make sense. His wife is female Asian and he's white, so his uncle's probably white. And yeah, my uncle's in his 50s.
It would be hella funny if they were just both white, and he just wanted to put that out there.
I'm very white. My uncle's in his 50s with a wife, high school sweetheart with children. I'm very close with my family, and we go to get-togethers quite often. I started noticing him be extra friendly about a month after we got married. New Year's Eve of last year, we were celebrating with them. Once we went home, he called my wife and left voicemails joking around, asking her if she liked cheesecake. My family has a video of him making the calls, and everybody thought it was funny and joined in, so I chalked it up to me being paranoid. This Thanksgiving, we drank quite a bit and played one of those stupid dirty board games. There was an innuendo card about going down on a woman, and my uncle had that card, read it to my wife as he put his arm around her. She jokingly tried to play it off and say, "What do you mean?" And then he said, "Why don't you let me show you?" She felt uncomfortable and got up and stood behind me. Everyone kind of played it off as funny. Later that night, I left to go to the bathroom, and while I was gone, he picked up my wife, arm under her legs and back. She's small, like 98 pounds, 5 foot tall. I asked her after finding out, was there a conversation about size or how much you weigh, something to spark that event? She explained, no, he just came up behind me and picked me up again, and it kind of felt uncomfortable, and she told my uncle to put her down. My dad is the person who mentioned it to me that this took place, and he could tell that he felt weird about it too. At what point do I say something? Not trying to cause a family rift. There is an update, but we'll let you hear your initial thoughts first.
You should definitely have said something during the board game.
I think you should ask. This is like the perfect like where was your uncle on January 6th thing. It's always the racist white guy and the Asian, the racist 50-year-old white guy and the 20-something-year-old Asian.
Yeah, he definitely has a fetish. And
check his Google browser history.
Yeah, the second he got married to his wife, the uncle was like, fantastic, she can't break up with him anymore, and then started deploying the caltrops.
What do you do? Like, what do you do if that happens to you?
Fucking fade your uncle.
Fade your uncle. What? Just three piece
combo. Yeah.
3-piece him.
Extra toast.
Wait till he's reading. Update. I spoke with my dad today and he was very receptive and agreed my uncle has gotten out of hand. My dad feels really bad and is happy I came forward with it. My dad apologized for not saying something himself, as he said he only saw the tail end of what happened when he picked her up and he wasn't sure what led up to it himself. So he said he is my brother and I'm your father still. I'm in the best position to call that out in my own home. He said he's going to speak to my stepmother first to get her thoughts to talk to my uncle in private. Try and put it past us and keep the peace while also confronting the issue. Thank you again for all your advice and support. We'll give a final update in the next few days. This was over a year ago. Been no update.
Uncle
doesn't get to come to anything anymore.
Uncle doesn't get to come.
Yeah. Come or come.
They pulled up to the uncle and they were like, hey, like, you're making this guy's wife sound, or this wife feel uncomfortable. Uncle and that's why there's no final update.
Jesus Christ. I don't think I've ever had an uncle like that or like a family member like that who's like
shot a place up.
No, like hitting on like another person's like girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah, that is so fucking weird. When family members, like, I haven't had it happen to me either. Like, either way, like, I've been hit on by
like what if one of Haley's like aunts, it's like 60, is just like,
I would be like, okay,
well, so what's up?
Do that. Yeah, I'd be like, what's up? No, I'd be like, don't do that. That's weird.
They're sending you Ask FM messages. What it do, white boy?
Is it pink?
Oh God. Okay. Socials.
Yes.
Let's finish this up. Next week we are getting back to our roots with Tom Cruise.
Watching Mission Impossible again.
Mission Impossible 3. Let's go. If you are listening onto YouTube, which is Learning Curve Pod, you can hit the like button that's right above the subscribe button and to the left of the notification bell. If you're listening on, I'm looking at the app.
Oh, okay. I was trying to remember the layout.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if that's right.
Well, I'm not looking at the app. I'm visualizing the app.
Oh, okay. So you could be wrong.
I could be wrong, but I'm going to
I thought the notification
I'm going to say it with my chest, and if I am wrong, you better hope that I don't catch you reading. If you are listening on Spotify, Apple, subscribe, write a review. Can't tell you what type of review to write, but leave a review. If you are seeing this on Instagram, which is learningcurve.podcast, follow us, then go listen to the episode. Don't know why this portion would be on there. We are on Twitter at learningcurvepod, Bluesky, learningcurvepod.bsky.social, TikTok, where you can come into my comment section and be real stupid, is Learning Curve Podcast. We got a comment last week when I likened the Deal and Rippling thing, like how they're just meddling in each other's business, to WB and Netflix. Mm-hmm. And I said Paramount is like trying to back end their way into this deal and like sabotage a company. Mm-hmm. Therefore, it's kind of like Deal and Rippling because they're sabotaging each other. Mm-hmm. And someone commented, I don't see where this is a connection. And I said, my response was, you should listen to the full episode. I'm being real nice. Bodhi's Twitch is Shrink3Dink. And my Twitch is ChefCram_.
Put down the book, pussy.
Down the book.
Go smoke weed. Bye.
Go fuck. Oh. Go fuck your person you're cheating with in your kid's car. If you don't have a kid, have a kid. Buy them a car, even if they're an infant.
Have a kid.
Even if they're an infant, buy them a car. Go fuck in that kid's car.
fuck in the kid's car. Then when they get a partner, fuck their partner.
Make sure that partner is Asian.
Yeah. Wait until they're reading a book, then fart on their face.
Jesus Christ.
Give them a pink eye.
All right. We'll see you next week for Tom Cruise. Bye.
Bye.